Hey guys, this is Camper 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I am back with another Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest chapter review for you guys. And man, what a freaking chapter this week, man. Selene is definitely something not to sleaze at. She is that true. She is that powerful. My gosh. And then Lucy, again, what else can we say about Lucy? My girl Lucy, even though we all call her thickness, we all know she's powerful. And she definitely is not making people, she's definitely making people sleep on her power. So, yeah, let's get into this. So this Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest, chapter 82, titled Revenge Match. The cover page, if you guys wanted to know, is a picture of another thick girl, Kagura. Why can't we not get more Kagura? Oh wait, she's not really a main character, but hey, it's good to see her again here. It's good to see her. That's great. That's great. So there's nothing else we can ask for. Now, the chapter starts off back in Earthland in the town of Ermina. Now that is the town where the water god dragon, or former one if you want to call it, Merphobia, resides at, and we see like the one waiter dude and the one chick, and we see that there is like this flood going on in the town, and it's been a while, so I forgot Merphobia's assistant, girl assistant who's into him, goes on to say like, is this your power? But Merphobia is like, no, it's not, this is Selene's power, and stuff like that. And he goes on to say, like, such is the power of a dragon they call a god. Most of my power was lost, while Alderaan did not awaken completely and wasn't at his original power. But Selene is different. She is a dragon god with her original power intact. But what scares me even more is that I don't know what her goal is. So we find out here in this chapter that Alderaan in the last arc, in the Alderaan arc, he didn't use the original power he used from, I guess, the jump, when he became a dragon god, essentially. Selene is actually using her original powers from whenever, the moon dragon god thing was created or was a thing. And it's crazy to see that, my goodness, Selene's power is this strong. It is transcending their power is so strong it's affecting and transcends through different, I guess you can say, universes or a different world. That's insane of how strong these dragon gods could be if they have their original power. And Merphobia is right. Like, we don't even know what the hell her end goal is. Like, what is her end goal? Not just to have fun and stuff like that. Is her end goal just to be the strongest being in the planet or in the world or in the universe? Who knows? But it's just crazy that her power stretches out to a point where it's actually affecting Earthland. Now, they didn't show if it affected Elentier. I don't know if it would, because Elentier's magic is like gone. So it probably wouldn't affect, not Elentier, Edelus, my bad. Because Edelus doesn't have no magic. I don't know if it would affect Edelus, but who knows? But that's crazy. That's crazy feats of power to see that she can essentially, her power transcends universes. So, are different worlds and stuff like that, different Earths essentially. So that's interesting. Now we cut back to Elentier, and obviously we got last chapter, the continuation of the fight between Suzaku and Selene, the forever looking self that is just bae material. But we know from last week, she's like, okay, now I'm gonna get serious. And she does get serious to the point she does this attack called Moonlight Blade. It catches Shizuku off balance a bit, and he just barely does enough to essentially deflect it. And he even mentions how fast the attack is as well. Selene fires another attack, and it actually cuts Suzaku in his shoulder, and you know he just barely avoided that. Otherwise, he might have actually been killed there and stuff like that. She starts fighting more moonlight beams, and it starts affecting him. And Selene's just toying. And Selene at this point, she's toying with you because she's toying with him because she's like, dance, human. Dance madly to the moon's magic power, which you can now see. Oh shit! I think our boy Suzaku. I think now you could say he might be out of his league. Now we don't know if Suzaku's got a trick up his sleeve, but it's definitely looking that Selene was definitely holding back for realsy, and she's meaning business. Now, Suzaku does a Kurenugi style sword drawing art underworld cycle. And that has no effect because Selene just fires a moonlight palm attack, and that just utterly obliterates Suzaku's attack. And stuff like that, which is like, holy crap, this girl is insane. And stuff like that. And Suzaku after this is like, formidable. You were this strong, Moon Dragon God. And Selene replies by saying, that flesh of your sword, it actually takes me back. It's as if I'm fighting Kurenugi himself. However, this next attack will end this. And that's where we leave off from that battle. Where we cut over back to the Whiteout Village where Gray and Lucy are up against Mimi and Hakune and stuff like that. Now, Hakune and Mimi this time say they're gonna try to get rid of our fairy tale friends and stuff like that. Also, anyways, Lucy makes a mention like, well, this is our revenge match, which is the title of this freaking chapter anyway. So yeah, Gray obviously makes the mention like, well, you see, it's fairy tale obviously, and usually if we go up against the same opponents twice, we usually don't win. We tend not to lose and stuff like that because it's trouble. Now Wendy makes a mention like, listen, I have to focus on healing Natsu and Urza, so you guys have to hold them off and make sure they don't come and attack me and stuff like that. So yeah, you get some banter with the one priestess and stuff like that, and then Toka making fun of Carla, which Carla's like, what the fuck are you doing here? So it is, again, pretty freaking funny with that. Now, Gray's going up against Hakune again. Lucy's going up against Mimi. Hakune tells Gray, now then, won't you please freeze once more? Gray replies by saying, this time you're the one who's going to freeze. They fire off an ice attack that I'm guessing cancels out with each other. So that's the thing. Now, Lucy, she starts attacking and she starts, going all out with Lucy kicks. And I find it funny how Mimi is like, you named an attack after your name and stuff like that. So in this entire scuffle with Hakune, Mimi, Lucy's using all her different forms of her spirits. So she goes into her Leo form using a Regulus Lucy kick, which doesn't really affect Mimi, but it kind of stuns her. Then Lucy calls out Gemini, only to do a double Lucy kick, and it actually affects Mimi's to the point she gets back a bit. And then Mimi comes up with the idea, she does a Mimi kick, and it kind of kicks Lucy away and stuff like that. But then that's when Lucy goes, as Mimi's about to do this move called Mimi Hurricane, Lucy transforms into her Virgo form. And as I'm watching this, the angels are freaking losing. Just wonderful. Great. Anyways, she goes into her Virgo form, she goes underground, and then when she does her dig attack, she comes back up and she does a Spica Lucy punch, which gets Mimi off her balance. And then the chapter ends off with Mimi saying, your movement is different from before. What could have possibly happened in such a short time? Lucy replies, it's because I got to see a very important friend again. You might have noticed before. I'm me. Even if I'm weak, I won because everyone was with me. Again, you can say, well, that's Lucy's friendship, power up moment right then and there. So there you go. And then Mimi ends off the chapter saying, is that how she sees herself? Mimi shocked, and that's where the chapter ends off. So obviously there's your friendship moment where I have my friends behind me, so that means I'm just gonna get stronger. I can see half the fairy tale haters be so damn pissed off by that. That make no sense. Only a few chapters ago, Lucy was getting bitched around by Mimi. Now all of a sudden, because she has her friends backing her, she's just stronger now. Listen, we're how many chapters into this storyline? If you count 100 Year Quest into the main fairy tale continuity, which it is, and they don't start off with Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest Chapter 1. This chapter is like damn near over 200 chapters long. This story is over 200 chapters long. So of course, they've been pulling, Majima's been doing this whole card over and over and over again. Sometimes does it get redundant? Yes, it does. But at this point, if you're watching Fairy Tale, if you're reading Fairy Tale, you have to get used to it at this point. Now, would I call this kind of a BS answer here, or BS reasoning into why Lucy's actually got the upper hand somewhat? I will say that. Oh, so in the first fight, you needed your friends to be there to be more confident in your fighting. But then again, what can I say? Not too long ago, we saw how powerful Lucy is. We know how stronger Lucy is compared to when we first saw her in the very first chapter, very first episode of this series. So we know when she starts dishing out the different forms and everything, she can transform from her spirits. She's a very powerful wizard. So obviously this is gonna get Mimi shook. Maybe we get the resolution to this fight, and maybe we cut over to the Gray fight. It'll be interesting to see if we cut back over to the Selene fight. Again, Selene, going back on that instant, very powerful character, because my God, she's able to, her power transcends different universe, different worlds, whatever you want to call it, different Earths, and stuff like that. And the fact that that's how much power she has is affecting essentially what's happening in Earthland is crazy. And then it goes to show that, lo and behold, it looked like Suzaku had like complete advantage over her. As quick as I just snapped my finger again, even though you probably couldn't hear it, that's probably better. She turned the match around and she's in complete advantage, and it looks like she's planning to finish off Suzaku. Now, we don't know if Suzaku is hiding any backup plans, but other at this point, Suzaku looks like he is screwed. So we get the feat of Selene, Lucy's ever-growing power that we all know she has. So yeah, but I thought this was a good chapter. Very much enjoyed the read, and I can't wait to see what is going to happen next in the next chapter, in the coming weeks to see. Anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest chapter, and hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Fairy Tale content, which I've honestly been slacking on. Like, for one, I know I did do my playthrough. I have a playthrough of the Fairy Tale video game that I literally just, I wouldn't say abandoned, but I put on like legit hiatus hold because when I was playing Resident Evil, which in my time, I finished that game. Recordings will still go up for that game, so it just depends. I think I'll start my Resident Evil 8 recordings back on schedule starting tomorrow, if I have time to, because I have a pretty busy day tomorrow. And then I also got my Fairy Tale arc reviews that I need to start rewatching the arcs, which I'm at the Tartaros arc. I need to watch that arc when I have the time to, or just go on the Fairy Tale Wikipedia and get my notes. Probably rewatch it because I like that arc so much. So then I can get my notes and stuff like that and then come out. I've been slacking with that content, but I don't know, again, for those two things, I don't know when I'm gonna bring those back. Kind of jam-packed with what I'm doing right now. So it's just kind of a thing. So if you're looking for that, please be patient a little bit longer. Again, I don't know, there's no guarantee I get to those, say, next week, but it's gonna take a while. But other than that, that's it. So if you guys, again, enjoyed the video, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I'm gonna for guys. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night, or when you come to this video. Until then, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.